As the question says, consider the situation of the previous problem. Suppose each of the block is pulled by a force that is constant F instead of any impulse. Find the maximum elongation that the spring will suffer and the distance moved by the two blocks in the process. Now friends, let us draw the diagram for this question, and we are having a block of mass m1 joined by a spring to the another block of mass m2, and a constant force of F is applied on each of them like this. And we need to find the maximum elongation in this spring, let us say x. Then let us take the displacement of this due to this block m1 be x1 and due to this m2 block be x2. Then I can find out the total work done on the system to be the force F into displacement by this, that is x1, plus force F into displacement by this, that is x2. Let us mark it as equation number 1 and look at the change in the energy. Now when there becomes the maximum elongation, then there will be only the spring energy. So I can write it as the change in the potential energy, and that will be basically half kx square, and this is the total expansion, and that will be half k x1 plus x2 whole square. Let us mark it as equation number 2. Now friends, since the work has been done on these two blocks and the spring, and there is only the change in the potential energy of the spring, where this work done has gone, it has to be stored in form of potential energy of the spring. So what I mean to say is that this work done upon the system has to be equal to the change in potential energy of the system, and hence I can write down that W must be equal to delta P. And so since work done is F into x1 plus x2 is equals to delta P, which is half k x1 plus x2 whole square, and it gives us the value of x1 plus x2 to be 2f by k. Now friends, we all know that since these two magnitudes are equal and opposite, then the total force on this system is 0. And if total force is 0, then the displacement of center of mass has to be 0. And in that case, we will be having m1 x1 equals to m2 x2. Now let us put the value of x2 from this into the previous equation, that is this one, which gives us x1 plus m1 x1 by m2 equals to 2f by k, giving us the value of x1 to be 2f m2 upon k times m1 plus m2. Now we have this equation, and let us put the value of x1 into this to get the value of x2, which comes out to be 2f m1 upon k times m1 plus m2. So we have the value of maximum expansion as x, which will be x1 plus x2.